All right, guys, what's up? Mike Black, Mike the Mac. Mr. Mills definitely not in the building, but I'm in the Florida sun in December. I'm doing this video about John Davis's grandpa. I grew up with this kid named John Todd Davis in Washington State, and one time we were building a barn with his dad, and we had been building this thing for months. I used to hide out there because my dad used to be an ass-whooping crazy lunatic, and I don't want to have to kill that nickel. So I'd hang out there, man, and I'd work. And John Todd's dad, John Davis, he had a father named John. That's why John Todd was John Todd, and then Big John was John. And I'm talking about John Davis, whose brother is Tom. And I love these kids. I grew up with them. Tom looked like a fucking dude. He had a body of a Greek god. He didn't lift weights or nothing as a kid. He just had that natural gifted ability. You know, the one I have to sit there and lift mad weights to try to keep up. Anyway, their grandpa, John Todd's grandpa, which is John Davis's father, he was from the South, man. They must have immigrated or moved or whatever you want to call it up to Washington State. And we had this big river that would go through the main... he raised Belgian draft horses, among other things. And it was in the many publications about that endeavor, you know, having them chained up and in teams tandem and plowing by hand like a man, you know what I'm saying? John Todd's dad, John Davis, well, I hope he's still alive. I'd love to see him again. This was a man, just a hell of a man. It's one of those dudes that really shaped my life as a kid. When I seen him just boots on, strong dude, I was like, yeah, that's me. That's the kind of man I want to become. I want to be honorable. You know, I want to have honor. So his dad, that was from the South, were blowing up this field. And back in those days, you could get dynamite and work your field, and no big deal. So we had all these fields like this with a big crack through, with a river running through it, and a mud. It was really a mud pit that the river would overflow and feed. And John Davis, John Todd's father, the son of Big John, had us take these shovels. We stuffed our handles down to the hilt of the shovel, and then we'd come behind it, put a stick of dynamite wrapped in Canaline quick fuse, push that down into the thing, and wire it all up. Now, the whole time, his dad is talking. This is how his dad's talking. Now, you kind of want to step back from the blasting area. Why, you could get maimed, mutilated, perhaps even poke an eye out, where you'd have to go to the nearest facility who is equipped for just such an emergency. And we used to joke about this all the time, and I want this to live in stone, because for that to be forgotten, I mean, me, John, Todd, Tom, his little brother, what was his name? I think his name was Adam. Where are you? He'd be like, where are you? And every time you asked the kid where he was, he'd say, I'm pooping, even if he wasn't pooping. So he was just a little crazy kid. He'd come up to me like he had a gun, and he'd go, bag, you're dead. 50 bullets through your head. Like everything this little kid said rhymed. And pow, you're gone. Now I killed your dad and mom. You know, like, I hope that kid didn't grow up to be a serial killer, honestly. Somebody let me know what them Davis kids were doing. But, you know, you want to kind of step back from the blasting area. You can get maimed, mutilated, perhaps even poke an eye out. He'd say to me, perhaps even poke an eye out, where you'd have to go to the nearest facility who is equipped for just such an emergency. Anyway, funny shit, set in stone. Mike Black, Mike the Mac, Mr. Mills, definitely in South Florida, in the tropics. It's definitely December the 35th, or the 53rd, or the 58th, 100th, 1000th December. And it's really nice outside. I'm about to pack up this campaign, because I'm going on a champagne campaign. Yeah. But other than that, Mike Black, remember to like, share, and subscribe. I'm gone.